Hey guys, welcome to episode number 23 this week. If you guys are certain, it lasted 48, closer to 49 minutes due to the fact with, pretty much the internet type of issue or, anything else that was going on during that point. But yeah guys, it wasn't exactly messing up to expectations. But here we are guys, episode number 23 this week. I did want to wish you guys a happy belated Veterans Day coming out of last night. Don't know if the chat's gonna be appearing. Okay, there we go. But anyway guys, today's date, it is November 12th, 2024. Yeah guys, I bring you guys episode number 23 this week for Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Aids, and I don't think we lost track of what we did after the chat was really not going either direction or going any more straightforward or backward. But yeah, I mean, we're pretty much here what we're actually able to handle, and yes guys, the space that we use. But other than that, as far as anything else can get piled in, everything else so far for the last number of days, guys, was not bad. Apparently, there were a couple things that were really intense coming up. Last night, my two love went to a pretty much a restaurant. What do you call it, guys? A restaurant art exhibit yesterday. I was hoping to jump into that, but. I've always been inside and outside my hangout spot for the most part of the time. Not to have any problems or anything to really jump into the system. But on the guys, it's pretty much anything exactly. But doing something that we want to do, you know. So I decided just to stick with one place. Not exactly go swapping in one time in like a different location. We guys get the idea. Good morning, Long Love's Joyce. Make love shout out, dears. Good morning. Happy belated Tuesday, guys, in the chat. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, exciting, wonderful popularity, guys, of our biggest, strongest power of our community. Excuse me. The friends of our community, and our 600 mods, by the way. This is something to really think about. Not exactly really much to really toss. I have a red mods yesterday coming out of Veterans Day, but it's always built to really do something with every single American, you know, help serve our country and pretty much help us out, and you know, on red, white, and blue every year, and do something that we do coming out of any other American holiday. That way we can celebrate, get along with family, and have some friends with you and somebody you love so much. You know, it's kind of like writing letters. To see if you're okay, and see how people are doing, and to check up on you. I haven't read much ever since this past Sunday, guys, coming out of the weekend here today. But surprisingly, guys, we are at the point where, we are getting closer to Thanksgiving and getting closer to Black Friday, and you guys do know I will be back to work on Thursday, Friday, and then my butt's off Saturday instead of Friday this week, which I don't think it's a surprise or a shock. But nothing else will really be a something, or anything else that's more ridiculous, not exactly profound. And you guys get the idea with anything we got going on. I mean, you're talking about something that's not exactly being avoided, or, taking anything else, do one thing at a time, maybe like this one, that can really appreciate things. Or talking about something that's more seasonal. Okay, there we go. But I do, before I get to anything else today, guys, of our biggest, strongest power, guys, of our popularity, entertainment, and always, guys, our energy, as we speak, of our group, and pretty much having a rogue tail, or not to have anything else that would really not interrupt or disrupt as much. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest power of our group this morning, and also guys, our community, with our social media, our podcast services, with our YouTube channels, and everyone else here today. Making us sound good, guys, making sure we're looking good, sounding great, and pretty much have no problems as a Christian, you know? I mean, you do it because you're driven, you do what makes you proud, do whatever makes you feel good. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning with our belated Tuesday morning today, guys, of our group, and everything else in return. But yeah, guys, our social media this morning, our YouTube channels, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. Remember, guys, when we live stream, don't forget to socialize it, guys. Give each other a thumbs up, provide it, snap, pivot, and doing something that really makes you happy, making sure we're sounding good, making sure we're sticking around, and making sure we get back to heated temperatures, because today, guys, it's supposed to go down to 48 degrees. This is above damn sort of stress, guys. That's what it not should be. I mean, talk about having to stay cool, stay hot, maybe stay humidity, but do not be frozen like ice, to be honest. Whatever it could be, for instance.
Let me show you how it's
but anyway, guys, I do want to wish a birthday shout out today to to Chris Jericho. He's like 54 years old this week. Mr. Y2J himself, guys. Former tag team champion and WWE for a long time. Now the ROH World Champion after defeating Mark Briscoe, coming out of AEW Dynamite. I still do not watch AEW Dynamite very much, but only World Wrestling Entertainment. So birthday shout out, guys, to Chris Jericho, coming out of the Learning Tree as well. But not much to mention, but birthday shout out, guys, to Mr. Y2J this week, which is awesome. Keep doing what he's doing, and you know, hopefully he continues what he does. I mean, talking about getting to an up to an age, guys. You can still wrestle, you can still do what you love to do, entertain the fans, you know, having something to group up with, and doing something in a resume. But back to what I was saying, guys. But other than that, I do want to don't have much to mention in return, but I do want to jump in the system. Actually, I do want to get to you guys in the chat though. Good morning, brother Sansi. Make a love shout out to you, my brother. How are you? I did drop a link yesterday when it comes to jumping into your live stream. Don't forget to check out brother Sansi, guys. He live streams 24/7, and he does. Very nice guy. Check him out. Good morning, brother. Good morning, brother Killer J. Make a love shout out. How's your gaming this week? Ever since I read a couple things over the weekend. Well, I do know that the only game that's still coming out this year is no more than guys than Delta Snake Eater, which I still wants to get that game going into Christmas time. But even though the game is coming out later on this week, that'll be guys Sunday up next week. I don't know if I think I'm off that actually no. I'm off at 5 on that Sunday, according to the work schedule from Chief. And you know, if I was gonna do that, you know, my money in the bank check was not gonna be. It will go down and down the tubes if I went to that right now. But I'm still going to wait, guys, till Christmas time. If I'm still looking to really hibernate, so do something that matters. And as far as what we're doing, guys, we're looking at just one encounter. You got some sort of a Medi Night, and also a Sensi Moogle. I think that's a little bit of something new, guys, that we haven't seen. Look at this, guys. I think it's something that's more comprehensive, but not exactly going above decent. But other than that, you know, I've been relaxing the last couple of days this week, and can never really have bad sense of humor. But being in good health, guys, thanks to God, and thanks to my true love and I, and and you guys with me as well. Yes, guys, we do have an encounter between the many knights coming out of Sansi and, I don't know who this leader is, but it's somebody else in perspective. But yeah, guys, back to what I was saying today. I was going to be with my 2 love last night, coming out of the art exhibit, coming out of this one restaurant place, between, 5 to 7. And just to be open and honest, I was hoping to make a remark and request it up there with my 2 love and the others. But honestly, I was just staying with my Subway family for a while, and I think a couple of them, if I would have went, guys, that would have been great. We would have been a romantic date for each other. But from what I've heard, guys, down there, you talk about having something good over there. You also have an ice cream from a sweet place. And that is exactly, guys, across from the top dog type of thing. But I haven't had ice cream from them in a long time, ever since they moved to the other side. So, but you guys get the idea. Guys, so we're looking at the Queen of Euratian. So I'm guessing that's a new thing. So Mugo gets a little bit of a sock. That this one new encounter, which would be the Queen you're looking at right now, it's doing something to a couple of these soldiers, or a couple of these minions. But I don't know if there would be any minions behind them. We can talk about this being all yellow, or whatever it's gotta be. It's pretty much whatever it is. So ever since the chat stopped, guys, after you talked about 48 minutes last week, I was going to go back to license points. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend them quick. But back to what I was saying, guys. I do know Doubt the Snake Eater is the only thing that's coming out this year. It's still coming up, guys, by the Sunday on the 17th. You guys remember what my 2 love and I mentioned? And I know you guys have mentioned this for me. I might want to wait until I get for Christmas. When I get for Christmas this year, instead of waiting to get Doubt the Snake Eater to get through today. So, you know, patience is a virtue, and you never know what's going to be stocked and packed. You know, whatever's going to come out of it. So I decided, you know, I'm not going to get Doubt the Snake Eater yet, but I would rather just wait the start of 2025 for something. You know, have no problem to hopefully get a shot, or maybe get a first-timer game. That's Borderlands 4. You know, the release dates are going to be swelling in, pretty much having rumors to talk about, and maybe get something to get through. You know, and I still want to say it'll I don't know if it's going to be intervening with GTA 6, which I did read a little bit about that last night, or coming up yesterday. And honestly, if the release date is still going to be planned, I'm thinking, I mean, from what I've heard, the game itself still wants to come out at the fall of next year. And I'm like, I get it. I'm like, you guys want to release a game that still wants to have a shot. You know, just really wants to really get something to get through and get something done, for instance. So, basically, guys, if the delay was not going to happen, then it wasn't going to be able to start from there. So, So the hint from what I'm hearing, guys, of a bit of an update from Rockstar yesterday, is due to the fact they still want to release GTA 6 and still make that sit a Game of the Year winner. And as I told you guys from day one, that game is still going to win. Depending on what Kingdom Hearts 4 does, whatever, I mean, Borderlands 4 is going to be tagging along with that game as well. So, there's no doubt about it, guys. So, that's still going to happen. Not to have anything else secretly. Not to have anything acknowledged for it. Or to have something going one thing after the other. Alright? So, I think that's... I mean, I don't know if that's the case. If they still want to release the damn thing, and wait till next year in the fall? Or wanting to have something not much certain, but really something to occupy. So I'm not positive, but hopefully, I think it'll probably stay until next year. I mean, probably till next year, whatever they want to try to do. I mean, I don't think there's anything nasty or try to have any remarks on it. When you're talking about just wanting to get maybe like one date done, maybe have something towards it. So guys, we're talking to the Sansi Moogle, and we are going to pick up these berries for a second. So I don't know. I'm guessing this is a rare quest or something. So yeah, so it all depends exactly. So I feel like whatever they want to try to bring in, whatever they want to do with that, it all depends.
Jack.
But like I said, guys, if the game is still going to be releasing to fall of next year, like I said, if that's the case, why wait to not delay it again till 2027? So I don't think they're going to be wasting no time with that one. But if they still want to release it till fall of next year, that's fine. But Rockstar just needs to tell a lot of us, when is the game coming out? That's the other thing. Trust me. Good morning, Village Food. Make a love shout out. How are you, sir? Are you able to boost me up a little bit on a Tuesday morning with our strongest power? Man, guys, I am a little bit tired too, but nothing would really complain. We got nothing would really complain or have any bad ideas. But I am excited for Borderlands 4 as well. But like I said, GTA, no, Kingdom Hearts 4, I haven't read anything about it, or what we're going to do. Now speaking of what we're hoping to do, I did speak to my sexiest girl and also team lead management yesterday, when I was with my Subway family till yesterday in the morning. Alright, so basically, we were hoping to go check out and hopefully watch, the second Gladiator. The second Gladiator, from what I've heard, is a good review, from what I've been hearing as of right now. So, it did suit it 8 out of 10. The only actors that I know, was I told you guys in the past this year. You talk about Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal is one of them. What's that brother is coming out of The Last of Us. So that's one. And then number 2. Coming out of Equalizer, number 1. Yes, guys, Equalizer as far as number 2 goes. And that is Denzel Washington. So, I want to say these two working together for the first time is good. But knowing each other for a while, it's good too. But you know, it's like Pedro Pascal. You guys remember who Pedro Pascal is pretty much best known by playing? Coming out of The Last of Us, he recently plays as Joel. So him playing as Joel, it's no secret to mine. I think he does a good job for what he's doing, or coming out of that in perspective. But for him to play the son of Maximus, the one that recently was played by Russell Crowe in the first Gladiator, I feel like that's pretty much a good twist. I feel like that's a good mix to being able to start though. So I feel like that happening for that movie after this week, I feel like the game itself, I feel like the movie itself is good. I mean, real good. But what I also want to see too is how much Wicked's gonna be. I don't think Wicked's gonna be a disaster. That movie, no. I don't think it's going to have a above the lesser mood. But if they're looking to get something to sidetrack with that movie, I mean, it has one of my favorite, lovely and talented, beautiful singers. And that, guys, is Ariana Grande. Don't know who plays the Wicked Witch, but I do know Mila Kunis was the last one to do it. Coming out of Oz, the Great and Powerful here today. So she did actually play alongside Rachel Walsh, James Franco, and the one that was an elderly black gentleman. I think most of them worked quite well together. That I will say. So guys, my nostrils are a little bit nosy and a little more runny coming out today. But we'll see how Wicked goes. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, this time today, guys, every an hour and 40 minutes plus every week, you guys can like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Remember, guys, like and share the stream, socialize it, take your time, never skip and skip, but doing something you're able to do, but feeling comfortable, feeling happy, and pretty much feeling interested, you know, to see what we're able to really bond with. You know, take a lot of large gathering. Don't have any remorse or anything else decent, but doing something that we want to do. More comfortable otherwise. That makes us proud, and probably a lot of laughs to go with it, if we're able to. But you guys can like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Remember, guys, when we live stream, you know, socialize it, follow it, guys, and take your time. And yes, guys, like and share the stream. Making sure we're, you know, getting notified as much as anything else. And doing something that's more comfortable, at ease, and whatever we can do together. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule that I haven't played on the system after a while, we might could talk. I mean, you talk about it all the time. Maybe something old, maybe something new. You guys want me to play on the schedule again, maybe do something refreshing in the chat. Good morning, World Tours. Shout out to you, sir. How's it going? Thank you for coming in on a beauty cold Tuesday morning today with our biggest, strongest. Let's see what we're able to really begin with, and also take on. Before I continue with my social media stuff, guys, in a few, Killday in the chat says, I'm rendering RMG Rebooted, series finale part 4. Are you still going to go after Delta Snake Eater this weekend? Like I said, guys, I haven't read a game review yet. I wouldn't say the game's gonna be good, but I don't see them. Here's the thing, guys, I do not see Konami, you know, rebooting, and wanted to have a stupid remake of wanting to do something with Metal Gear Solid 1. So that would just take much more, last several hours than like another year. But like I said, I think Delta Snake Eater is gonna be interesting. You know, I want to see how that game is going to go. You know, it's called Delta Snake Eater. It's not exactly the Snake Eater. It's Delta Snake Eater, guys, from Metal Gear Solid 3. So I want to see how good that game's going to be. If I'm still looking to target it, and wait till Christmas to really take on it. If that's still a possibility, that's still in the works. But yeah, guys, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys want me to play new games, get back to old games, you guys, I can maybe jump into today. You guys can let me know, and I can notify as soon as possible when we get something to really bring in and test anything. Maybe with our knowledge, maybe we can do something to go. That would go with that, for instance. But other than that, guys, we'll see what happens. We want to do something that's more comfortable, probably wine the reins. Good morning, sister, Dragon Sorcerer. Make a little shout out. How are you? Happy belated Tuesday. How's it going? Now, Dragon Sorcerer, she's also honest. She's also lovely. She's also a good singer. Coming out of our biggest, entertaining, energetic popularity, guys, of our biggest, strongest power of our group. Remember, guys, we are at 600 mods right now, which is really, really a good milestone to begin. By the time we get to Thanksgiving, guys, after this week, what's no doubt about it, for instance. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment when you guys get notified, when we go live, and doing something that makes us feel comfortable when we can, when we get an opportunity, but never get squashed or having something to go in between. Pretty much getting in the middle, if you will. Oh, I love you too, La Loves Dragon. You know what I say, guys, my favorite fiance has always been my top priority. Nobody can change it or remove it. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. And another important thing too is love, support, and respect is the key. See awesome and creative. Yes, guys, see awesome and creative today. Of our biggest, exciting, strongest power of our biggest entertainment, on energy and popularity of our biggest, strongest, our big, strongest power of our community. See awesome and creative, guys, with our 600 mods this morning here today. Looking so we're right in the right place. You know, we're cruising and doing something that makes us comfortable, and doing something that we can probably handle. You know, making sure we're sounding good, making sure we're not hiding. If you're playing a Call of Duty game for a while, doing something that makes us feel comfortable, and doing something that makes up anything else in return. And we always want to have something to begin with, guys. Always a space that we use. You know, to have much more of a testimonial, if you will. But yeah, guys, we know how to have something. We know how to have something done. Not to have anything cut out between a live stream, a connection, or pretty much with internet that would really, you know, come to terms. Whatever it could be. But yeah, guys, I've known Dragon Survive for how many years now? Of our biggest, strongest power? Of our entertainment, energy, and popularity of our group? I think it's only been like a year now. I can't quite put my foot on it, or put my hand on it, to really touch it, maybe peek at it after a while. So, I don't really keep count as much. But I'm not 100% sure. I think it's been a while. Let's really, excuse me. Let's really occupy it at times. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. But it has been a while for us. Give me 1 second, guys. And Dean's a home, make a love shout out by the Santi, thank you for coming in. Thank you for standing by, I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, when we meet and greet, we take our time, we follow each other, get to know one another. That's why we are the biggest, strongest power. Our big, strongest power of our popularity, energetic, and entertaining community. You know, our friends of our community, our 600 mods from now on of our group. And yes, guys, rogue tail sometimes. Anytime we manage to find people and start refreshing for the time being, all we gotta do, guys, is follow and Sarah. Follow and Sarah, guys. Socialize it, take your time. Don't wander as much. And do whatever makes you feel good. Whatever you want to do on the channel, you do what's right for you, for yourself only. And you do something that makes you feel comfortable, that the others can watch as well. All we gotta do, guys, is follow and Sarah on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. If you guys have a Facebook, you guys can follow me, Zach Dawson. That way you guys can friend request me, follow me up, and do whatever you guys want to do. It's not that hard to really start something new. You know, having a social media account on any app, and doing something we want to try to good. We're always here to really, you know, not exactly predict it, but waiting for an outcome. And wait for something with a, pretty good result. Like I said, guys, follow and share it, socialize it, notify it on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, no guys, Twitter, Facebook, and, YouTube, by the way. It's all we can really toss right in. But other guys, you guys remember how long I've been on the social media today? I've been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 years. Going into 7 next year, guys, on July 30th. And also, guys, on 9 years coming up next year. No problems to really stick right in it either. Now, guys, on YouTube. But you guys understand, we've been on YouTube for 8 years now. So it's awesome, it's brilliant. It's much more to really have a large gathering. You talk about having much more to really bring to the table. You know, you have a meal on your table, you have a souvenir, maybe have a drink in your system, and doing whatever is something you're willing to have. You want to do something healthy for a change. You know? You know, not to have a binding resolution that will not pause or pretty much self-promote as much. But yeah, guys, altogether it's been 14 years since I've been under social media today. Remember, guys, Twitter and Facebook for 6 years, 8 years on YouTube, and my 2 love and I. Over 7 years. Been featuring engaged, guys, since the second talent show this year. I mean, so far today from earlier. And yeah, you know, we're still looking to get married next year. Which, I mean, in the future. I don't think we're going to having a cause of distraction, or anything else boneless, or having something terrible. But I do want to say, guys, we still want to get us married. You know, my true love is still my sexiest girl. That's why I still got the same nickname. Anytime I'm texting her, even if it's much more to really thinking. You know, she's always been my top priority, guys. She's my trophy. She's my soldier. She's my Kristen. She's my tiger. I mean, I'm a teddy bear. She's my... I mean, apparently my true love calls herself the final queen. And you guys understand, I'm always the king of the world, and I'm always the final boss. Not compared to Dwayne Johnson, coming out of TKO to wrestling, but you guys get the idea with no problem. One can really bring an exciting, but a motivating name instantly. But I'm always the king of the world, guys, and yes, the final boss. And that's why my true love calls herself the final queen for our future. And what's... Yes, guys, I can always relate to that. I don't think there's anything wrong, or to have any false hope with that either, at least. But alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of social media today. I'm gonna talk about Steam another 15 minutes. But yeah, guys, ever since the internet was stopping the last time, well, guys, it only lasted instead of 50 minutes, it lasted only above damsel distress of 48 minutes. Ever since the internet was not exactly following it very much. We're not exactly going in to what it really is. Or whatever it's supposed to be. But as far as what's going on today, guys, What's Love gets to go back to work today. She has been feeling good and good. Instead of having her ass be sick last week. But apparently she does not want to overdo. You know, I mean, according to her, guys, she does not want to do this sport after sport today. I mean, we do have 6 weeks of bowling tonight. She also does have a basketball practice. I don't think she's going to be doing a lot of that because you guys understand too, she was exactly sick the last time. So that's why she did not work. She actually did not work Monday of last week, due to the fact, you know, she was not herself. Usually she would come to being, you know, and there's also another thing to point out. It's like if you're feeling sick, you want to stay back at the house, whoever you're living with, have something light food, drink water, have a lot of rest, and that's what my true love exactly did. So yeah, I mean, yes and no. She did mention she's not going to do basketball. She's only going to be watching them. Because she does not want to overdo. She does not want to overdo like she did by being sick from last week. And you know, if you're talking about doing 2 sports at a time, you're not going to be able to get anywhere. You know, it's like, if people are taking on the heat, if you guys are doing something with that in mind, you know, the last thing you would want to do is tire yourself out, not getting a lot of rest and whatnot, and, you know, I mean, you don't want to have people feel terrible, or going either, pretty much anything else health-wise. You always want to be healthy, and always be 100% all the time. You guys always should be. That's why you should always take care of yourself first. Whatever sport you're doing, and whatever you're willing to do to support your health and everything else on the line, at least. But you guys understand, I'm not wrong. I am not exactly false about that, trust me. But I do know my true love just wants to You know, she just wants to have a breather, but not having basketball. I mean, not playing basketball today. But just wants to take a, you know, just take a breather for a while. But as he's, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, talking about if you want to watch people, that's fine. But if you want to just not, you know, participate in basketball while shooting, that's fine. You should always have a bottle of water with you. Not to have anybody go, you know, I mean, do something you do not want to do. Like I said, guys, get sick twice? No. She's already been through that enough. And her blood sugar is skyrocketing. I mean, that's where the heat starts coming in. And that's why it goes way too high in perspective. I mean, that's why you should always have something good. You know, not to have anything go in return. And so on no problems, guys, in between. Alright, so apparently, guys, I'm not wrong. I know my true love just wants to, you know, she just wants to watch people, that's all. Not to have anything go either way. And I'm like, beautiful, I get that, so. I mean, she doesn't have to really, I mean, the players that are doing, Special Olympics basketball, people should not be able to force my true love what she wants to do. I mean, if she wants to watch for pizza, I think that's really best. But you do not want to overdo yourself, guys. Because the last thing you would want to do is feel achy and not be on the same page. You do not want to really test your knowledge on it. But you guys get the idea. But back to what I was saying about gaming. I do know, I haven't, like I said, I haven't read much lately this week. I mean, not exactly yesterday. Well, it's most of us celebrated Veterans Day for every single American. Pretty much not much in perspective. If we look at it, have something more righteous, and pretty much something that's more in between. I do know there were a lot of things that people served coming out of that art exhibit during those last 2 hours from last night. And apparently my true love only had to pay $10 to get dinner. Like I said, I haven't had ice cream in a while. Or ever since a long time here in the United States. I also do want to bring another birthday shout out today to Mr. Footloose himself, guys. Mr. Kevin Bacon. Now, Kevin Bacon, guys, is formerly known coming out of a couple of TV shows you've seen him in. Exactly. He also played as Ren in Footloose. Now, Footloose is all about having a lot of dancing movement, but my true love dances that very well. And once my butt hasn't seen Footloose in a while, but my true love has. Once you guys all know, she was born in the 80s, and my ass was born in the 90s, trust me. Footloose is a good movie. You guys also have, Patrick Stewart is not in the movie, but I do know John Lithgow didn't exactly have a birthday, I believe last week. But Kevin Bacon, he still has what it takes to do any dancing, coming out of high school, you know, have an interview, and still doing what he wants to do with acting. I don't know when he's going to be retiring. I mean, whatever he wants to really do is pretty much his job. Whatever he wants to, you know, stop and call it quits. But I do know, guys, Harrison Ford is not going to call it quits right now. Since he's got a Captain America Brave New World movie as the Red Hawk next year. So I don't think it's going to be tough to really benefit, though. Unless it's not going to be not as bad, but a little more necessary at this point. So it all depends. I mean, that's always something to really look at. I mean, Harrison Ford is 82. You know, he's going to be playing... I mean, he is exactly in this new trailer for the new Captain America, yes, guys, Captain America, Brave New World with Anthony Mackie, and one of my goodest idols, for example, guys, Mr. Giancarlo Esposito. Mr. Guys, said I've been saying a little bit more that he should play maybe just like 1 or 2 movies as Professor Xavier. Because I don't think there's any doubt, but him being in this role, him being a Captain America, for instance, I want to say he's gonna do good. I don't think he's gonna do bad at this point. I mean, the way he voiced one character in Far Cry 6, which you guys remember I beaten that over the years, after 66 episodes. It's one of the fine games I've ever beaten, coming out of the console. And yes, guys, over the years. I do want to say, if it comes down to it, I mean, maybe he could still have time to really play as Professor Xavier in X-Men one of these days. Depending whatever he's got left. Depending how much health, not to cause a lot of pressure, I want to have any consideration, you know? I want to see what he does with that movie. But Harrison Ford and Red Hawk, it's like, it'll be the Kryptonite and the new, main bad guy towards Anthony Mackie's Captain America. You guys remember, Anthony Mackie did do an interview years ago. We're talking about months ago from this year, that he wants to have a fight and encounter with Spider-Man. I don't know if he's going to have that. If he's going to have that in the fourth Spider-Man. I would like to say no, but maybe after the Avengers. But I don't know. I mean, I did watch the trailer this week. I do know Captain America, Brave New World's good. I don't think it's gonna be terrible with Harrison Ford in it, because he's best known coming out of Han Solo and Star Wars. He's also best known as one of the biggest roles, and one of the great franchises he's ever done, alongside Star Wars. You got Indy and Jones, in that perspective also. So that's really something to really think about too. Even though it's the first time for Anthony Mackie over Chris Evans, I think he's got a bit of what it takes. But I still think you really have to give it back to Chris Evans in the future. I mean, I have no clue if he's going to be coming back in Avengers Doomsday in the next 2 years from now. But we'll see. Good morning, C-Man. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you for standing by with us. What's up, Food and Travel? Good morning. Make a love shout out as well. With our biggest, strongest power guys of our popularity, entertainment, and energy, of our biggest, awesome, biggest power guys. That's the strongest of our group. But yeah, guys, it all depends. Good morning, Ma'am AJ. Shout out as well. But you never know, guys. I mean, it's going to take a lot of responsibility for that to happen. But we all know Robert Downey Jr. and Dr. Doom's gonna be a thrill of how he does in shape. I mean, he still has what it takes to do Iron Man one more time, and then, you know, focus whatever he's got to do. But I do know Avengers Doomsday is gonna be interesting to see how the story fits in between not exactly thinking about the comics, but doing something that's different. You know, bringing the actors back. You know, guys like for example, Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow. She's beautiful, she's sweet as an actor. And pretty much, I want to say, guys, tremendous at this point in time. Also, guys, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye coming in as well. Which we haven't seen him ever since he recently had the snow accident. Which he was pretty much okay after that. You know, took a pick, and you know, he's still alive and well. And what what he's doing, and what he's become today. But there's no doubt in my mind that Avengers Doomsday is going to be something epic for a lot of fans, and for a lot of people coming out of Marvel. You know, you're talking about collaborating with Marvel, crossovering with pretty much guys with DC heroes. You know what, DC Comics, the same way at the same time. So we'll see how things can work out, and see what really balances it at this point. Alright, guys, we're going to talk about Seam in a few minutes. I don't think anything else will be cut out this time. We're pretty much having to be wrapped around in a cord. Well, pretty much anything else musical. Either way, but But if you guys think about it otherwise, and we finally got a teleport stone, at level 28, guys, for Lady S, as you guys can see, she's now at 1544. So, with that in mind, guys, I'm gonna replace her for Vaughn for a minute, and then I'm gonna be playing as Penelo once again. Keep everything in return. So yeah, the only thing we can really rely on, guys, is, you know, patience is a virtue. We're gonna be waiting and see what really opens up in display. Thank you, Brother John. Make a love shout out to you, sir. I mean, my brother. Love you, man. Thank you for coming in. How are you? But it all depends, guys. I mean, we want to see how things can work out. Like I said, Gladiator 2, from what I've heard, is real good in the reviews. But we have not seen it yet. Trust me. We're looking to get an opportunity after next week. Not the 22nd, from what I've heard. So it's probably going to be on a weekend. But I don't think it'll be on opening day. I mean, it would be really good if we saw that by then. But that's not going to be in that objective, or pretty much in that position. But we'll see. Alright, guys. Speaking of other stuff, head over to Steam. Head over to the Steam store. Head over to Steam.com, guys. Make a game account and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, you guys are going after special games. You know, guys. You know, first timer with games. DLC and modifications for games, if you want. So yeah, guys, head over to Steam, make a game account first, do something you guys really want to jump into, and see, and give it, you guys can go after game reviews as well, while you guys got a chance as well. So yeah, guys, head over to Steam.com, go after Steam cards, and buy something. Yeah, guys, if you get bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys go after Steam cards. Steam is pronounced, guys, STEAM-CARD, with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are going after, if you guys are going after games on sale, Steam does have a cooking fest. What I mean about, what I'm saying, guys, about cooking fest, you're talking about the games that are cooked, pretty much looking good as it is. You know, the way it seems, not exactly, you know, having anything in the top order. Sorry, Brother John, since I've seen that spam. I mean, I may or may not like it when it comes to spamming a bit. But we've got to be careful at ease. But sorry, my brother. I know I'll get a voice message on Facebook in return for it. But it really doesn't take months all of a sudden. But yeah, guys, head over to Steam and buy something. Yeah, guys, Steam does have its cooking fest. Maybe you guys are getting Overcooked 2 for almost $6.50 on Steam. Maybe you guys are going after Cooking Simulator, Chef RPG, Kebab Chefs, Coffee Karuan. Maybe you guys are going after Dungeon Munsies. Those games are exactly on sale today, guys. They call it the Steam Cooking Fest. So that's always something to think about too, if you guys want to play those games. You guys go after a 95% sale. And what is that game, guys, in particular, that nothing else would really want to make? Not to have any resurrection, guys, or talk anything in the balance. But you guys can go after Red Orchestra Rising Storm Friend-Size Sale. So that game, guys, is like, say, almost 100% discount. If you guys are looking to pre-order new games, you guys can pre-order Delta Snake Eater. You guys don't have a lot of time right now, guys. The game is coming out this coming Sunday on the 17th to get through today for the PS5. Yes, guys, Xbox Series as well. And yes, guys, on Steam. You do not want to miss a game in return. You know, by the time we get to Thanksgiving, you know, to what's everybody during that time period, you know, guys, you don't want to bring something else down, for instance. You want to have an opportunity, you want to bring a Christmas list going, and do something that you really want to enjoy. have a lot of popularity with games, doing something you want to really bring to the process for it. You know, try to work for it, for instance. You guys can go after Hades 2. I do know there's going to be a sequel to Hogwarts Legacy after this year. So we're looking to see how that game's going to be shaping up to be. I do know, guys, the game itself, Hogwarts Legacy, I've heard is really good. That's why I don't think it really explains why it did not win Game of the Year. So I want to say that game is excellent in perspective right now, the way I see it. So I don't see that being wrong with anything else. But yeah, guys, the only game that's going to be bringing to the attention for next year is Borderlands 4. Maybe GTA 6. Once I'm not ruling that out right now. I don't think the game is going to be coming out in the fall. Once that's only my damsel in distress opinion, and my honesty for that, at least. But I do want to have. I don't think there's going to be any snotty remarks. Well, guys, second quickening for Lady S right now. She has Heaven's Wrath. Then I'm going to give her Battle Lore, just to make sure. But honestly, guys, and there's also Assassin's Creed Shadows coming out on Valentine's Day next year. Which I want to see that game do good. Have a desire to do something great, for instance. And also Ghosts of Toshi, guys, the sequel to Ghosts of Tsushima. Now, Ghosts of Tsushima was pretty good, all thanks to Assassin's Creed fans. And once I'm not going to really deny by getting Assassin's Creed Shadows next year, which I do have Assassin's Creed Mirage though, which I was hoping to trade in that set too. You know, during GameStop, during the last number of weeks now. But everything else would not be the case. Or drawn in the center. Which there would not be anything else in return for it. So I still want to do something that would really display it. Not to really be having a disturbance in the Force. Absolutely not, guys, but we want to try to draw enough attention and have no problems by having more momentum. Well, guys, speaking of locations, we only have 2 I'm actually going to go to the Miriam. I'm going to go to the Miriam right now, guys, and get to some of the storyline real quick. So, head over to Steam.com, guys. Remember, guys, Steam is pronounced STEAMCARD. Steam cards. Whatever how much you want to put on, nobody can stop you or really get under your skin. It hasn't happened like that before. You guys can buy any games you want. Trust me. If you guys are into sports, music, and RPGs, you guys go after any games that's more suitable for you. Do something big in the status, and yeah. You guys can dump anything in front of it if you want. It's not that hard to really have something to begin. It really isn't. Well, guys, as far as what we're doing in the Miriam, I don't know what we're doing. Hold on, let me speak to the sky again. So basically, guys, we're looking to talk to this one dude. His name is, we want to talk to somebody that's grand. As far as I can really tell you. Well, we'll see how things can work out, guys. I'm gonna go to the other side real quick and see what's going on. But yeah, guys, speaking of other stuff, my name on Steam. What is my name, guys, on Steam? My name, guys, is Zach Dawson93. I've been on Steam for over 3 years, which a lot of you guys always know in perspective. And always have and always will. As the king of the world, and always the final, always have, guys, the final boss as well. If you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose, trust me. I've been on Steam for over 3 years. I haven't bought a game since baseball, since earlier this year. But here's the thing, guys, if I do get another Steam card for Christmas soon, I mean in the future, I could probably use that and go after something new. With sports games, maybe get a new RPG with that, if I get a chance. But Steam is not going to happen on next week's Zodiac via deposit by then. The only thing I'm going to be doing with that request, you guys understand what I'm going to be, what I'm about to do for it. I'm going to renew PS Plus next week. I want to get that SOB done. That cost, guys, is going to be no more than $80 plus for the console. And yes, guys, I do want to jump into that. I do want to get into that as soon as possible. Because if you think about it otherwise, that's something I really want to do. And then I want to get I do want to have a Google Play and have the first withdrawal for that as well. So that's what I'm announcing for next week's Money in the Bank check from Chief, being deposit by then. So that's what I'm going to hopefully suggest. Don't have anything else ban us or go anything else into slime. So yeah. But yeah, guys, head over to steam.com, make a game ID. You know, if you're looking to get DLCs or mods for games, head over to steam.com, guys. Make a Steam account and buy something. If you guys are into RPGs, whatever how much you're putting on Steam cards on your account today, you know, guys, for example, like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, Baldur's Gate 3. If you're playing It Takes Two, I'm gonna head back to another damn location, guys. I'm gonna go back to Sansi and get much more and more teleport stones. And I mean, I've been stuck in between, but I do want to talk to this one character though. And now, guys, that starts with a Gran, Z-R-A-N. I still want to jump into that as well. No doubt about it, guys. Not to cause anything else in the rear. Trust me. I've been a huge fan, guys, since I was a kid. I'm a hardcore badass when it comes to expertise on RPGs when I was growing up as a kid. I do know, guys, RPGs are pretty much a biggest awesome favorite when I was growing up. I always love RPG, guys. You guys know that. I always have, and I don't really bury anybody else for that matter. I really don't. Because when it comes to RPGs, you want to enjoy the atmosphere, you want to have an awesome storyline, we'll have a lot of grinding and whatnot for that, and also have a lot of music. And don't forget, guys, to have a lot of exploration. If you're doing side quests, doing a lot of stuff, the storyline, maybe some romance down there, with any Final Fantasy game you're playing, or any RPGs that gets you in the mood, you know? It's not that hard to really start, trust me. I don't know if there's any RPGs games that are on sale on Steam right now. Maybe there is, but I haven't exactly looked enough though. But there is a lot of games when it comes to RPGs. Another game, guys, is Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. So that game is probably a strategy RPG game. But like I said, guys, I've been a huge fan since I was a kid. There's no remorse, really top it. If you guys are into sports games, like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball. But yeah, you guys can go after Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, I've heard, is awesome. It's fantastic. It's a former Game of the Year winner. That game deserves a lot of respect, entirely. It really does. And you're talking about playing God of War Ragnarok. That game, guys, it has a lot of greatness and destruction. A lot of massive stuff with that game on Steam. You guys can buy God of War Ragnarok on Steam too. It is on PC right now. Go after it, guys. Take your time and get it if you want. I do know, guys, It Takes Two is on there as well. That's really named the rest. But speaking of sports, guys, if you guys are into Tiger Woods PGA Tour golfing game, maybe you're playing tennis off the bat, or whatever you guys really want to jump into. You know, there's a lot of sports games with no extra cost. I do want to talk about baseball, though. So, I do want to tell you guys what I've been doing, what I have not been doing, necessarily. I did showcase a game. Actually, no. I was gonna do something with my 1996 Expos campaign. But basically, as my PC was just being up and down, up and down. But I did do a game of baseball last night. But Zula wanted me to come down for a couple hours after they had a good amount of fun coming out of the art exhibit yesterday. What I'm going to be doing, guys, on Out of the Park Baseball 25, for instance, I'm going to be doing my 1999 Guardians campaign. So I'll be doing the 1999 Guardians campaign for me, us, and our Guardians, former Indians team. So I'll be doing that on Out of the Park Baseball for a while. See how much I can do till Christmas hits. Maybe I can get something bigger than that, at least. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna have a Steam gift card. Steam gift card, and going into the holidays this year. I mean, maybe, but we don't want to kid around yet. We'll try to boss everybody around it as of right now. But like I said, you never know when we're gonna begin every year, and that's where tax season comes into play as well. You know, you talk about having something brilliant, maybe something different, maybe something that's worth the same. I mean, you never know. We're gonna wait and see and try it out, for instance. You know, having the first previews and to really look and see what we're looking at, though. But yeah, we're gonna have much more to really, you know, capitalize and also involve. I mean, not as much we can really relate, but we're gonna see what games they are. Trust me. I haven't played any other baseball games in a while. I haven't played Final Fantasy Football in a while. I do know you guys go after the newest versions, version 12 of that one, and also Digital Diamond Baseball version 12 as well. But no sports games, guys, would really disappoint. You guys, I mean, it's kind of like remember, guys, you're your own manager. You're pretty much your own coach, and your own, you're pretty much having your own thing that you want to do. You want to spectate. You want to spectate as much as you can with sports games. We always want to protect our sport. If you're playing football, if you're doing something with basketball, maybe doing something with bowling. Matsulov and I will have a 6-week by today, in the next number of hours right now. But she is on her way to work this morning, as far as I know. But it's like, you know, it's like if you need help by buying games, you know, it's not that hard to really get in between. People should not have to be upset or feeling worried if this game's gonna be good and the game's gonna be bad. I don't think people know that in perspective. Only people can see what that game can really do, and have no problems by having something to list. Trust me. I mean, there's a lot of games people really want to get into, you know? If we're looking to pre-order any games, to start 2025, and yes, guys, start the year. I mean, that's something people want to, you know, relate to, you know, enjoy. Not to have anything going one direction, taking advantage, or trying to see what is going to be having the main focus towards. I mean, you guys get the point what I'm looking at, though. We want to see how the games really are, for instance. But yeah, guys, if you're looking to go after any pre-orders, like I said, the only games that are up for pre-order right now is, you guys have another couple days this week. If you guys want to pre-order Delta Snake Eater by the Sunday, and yes, guys, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, formerly known as number 3 on the franchise from Konami. And yeah, guys, from Konami in perspective, I don't know how good the game is going to be, but I want to see if it's going to be good and worthy by the time we get to Christmas by then, at least for sure. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of Steam today. You guys can buy any games you want, when you want, anytime you want. I don't think you guys have to flip up a damn coin. But if it's a quarter, dime, nickel, I do know, guys, dollar bills do not really count exactly. I don't know how people are going to be doing that, for instance. But honestly, it doesn't take anything on it. It really does not. That's why we call it Steam gift cards or Steam cards. You guys can buy any games you want, put an awesome amount, and see what really you know, pops into your head. Whatever I can name too, while we're at it. Trust me. Well, my name, guys, my name is ZachDawson93. Been around for 3 years on Steam. You guys go after pre-orders. Let's guys start 2025 on the calendar year. Guys, pre-orders with that in hand. And yes, guys, in-store purchases. So remember one thing, guys. Remember, the most important thing of our biggest, strongest power, of our biggest community, our 600 mods to go with that. You know, guys, through YouTube and other things as well, through Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, for example. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. In the mix, make a lot shout out. How you doing? I felt like I was gonna be Michael Jackson singing a musical number, or singing like Frank Sinatra Jr., but those are awesome singers. I do know Frank Sinatra Jr. did do a little bit of dancing, but also, guys, not the same. It's not exactly the same. No problems, guys, with Quincy Jones either. He was a golden god, guys. He had a lot of respect, a lot of fame, and I won't mention anything else with that in hand. But we are in the mix. Thank you for coming in. Handy Jade, make a lot of shout out also for coming into our biggest entertainment, guys, popularity and energy. We are the entertainment, guys, of our biggest, strongest power, of our biggest community that stands before it. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Alright, guys, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, like and share the stream. Remember, guys, like it. When we go live, guys, we take our time, we balance it, and we don't actually visualize an attack. We take our time, get to socialize, meet each other, and do what makes us feel proud and how to really fit in. I do want to tell you guys my YouTube stats right now on my channel. So what I have today, guys, my views have been decreasing more often. So my views, guys, I am at 3,400 watch hours, 923. So if you guys have an AMA system or do not, to really please the others, you guys watch my playlist, maybe you boost my stuff a lot more. Whatever you guys want to do, mostly on it. I don't think it's going to pause us or maybe stopping us, for instance. But you guys can do whatever you want to do to my channel in the chat. Boost whatever you gotta do, whatever how much stronger you want to put in, or whatever is gonna be drawing the interest. You know, it's not gonna be that hard to describe it. It really does not. You want to have something comfortable as we speak. You want to have something interesting with views, thumbs up, followers, and a lot of W8s. W8s, guys, is very important right now. It always has and always will be. You know, okay, so guys, December 1st will be around the corner to get back to the partnership. By December 1st, guys, in a couple weeks. We want to do something with that with me. So, we'll see how things can drag. See what we can work out, and how our stats may be increased to start the year by then. Well, guys, those are my totals today. Good morning, Annie's Key. Make a lot of shout out. And it's Key, dearest. How you doing? Can't really complain. My ass is a little bit tired this morning, and I had a good night's sleep and hanged out with my Subway family last night. And I really, really did. That's all. I mean, I was over there for the last several hours. You know, I was just relaxing until my True Love got done with the art exhibit yesterday. And yes, guys, so on and so forth. Good morning, brother Leon. Shout out to you, brother. How you doing? Thank you for coming in and having something to be known. Alright, guys, like and share the stream. Enjoy it, guys. Well, remember, guys, when we go live, we take our time. We don't flush anything else down the toilet with tissue paper or toilet paper. Or putting a lot of soap or acid on it. We guys like and share the stream, meet and greet. And all we gotta do, guys, to boost our W8s, our views, followers, and watch on our playlists to increase our watch hours on the YouTube channel. Like, for example, guys, mine and you guys as well. That's more to connect it. All we need to do, guys, to really get much more involved. That's very important for a YouTube channel and yes guys on social media to tag along with that in hand. To increase everything guys, followers and W8s for example only for now. If you guys want to boost any of it with an image system or just want to watch my playlist without it, that's okay. We don't have to judge anything if people do not want to do it right now. At least not at the moment, at least. All we gotta do guys, to increase our W8s for our YouTube channel and my channel mostly. You guys understand what we do. All we have to do guys is we watch videos in full. Watch that video in full guys, give each other a thumbs up. Popularity, entertainment, following. Like and share the stream guys, socialize it, follow and share it with our YouTube channels or social media. And doing something we want to feel comfortable by doing. But remember guys, our YouTube channels, our social media, and our podcast services, all around our social media guys, having a lot of popularity always when I'm here, as the king of the world, and as the final boss mode. Making sure we're doing what we're able to do, not rushing it. But yeah guys, our social media and our podcast services with our YouTube channels all around the globe, especially YouTube, is the best place to be, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. Just to really navigate and to turn everything around. Alright guys, we're gonna talk about in-gaming news today. Today's date, it is November 12th, excuse me. November 12th today guys, on a belated Tuesday morning, 2024. So today's in-gaming news is brought to you by iPhone 16 Pro. They call it guys the Apple Intelligence. You guys can buy the new iPhone 16 available now. So other than that guys, we are always filled and pretty much obtaining popularity guys, entertainment and energy. When we go live, we take our time. We don't really take anything in return. Or if it's smaller guys, or have something above the ground. Or whatever it could be. It's not exactly bad. Whatever has to really listen in, it really does better, but does differently. But maybe the opposite in the bad. I mean, as far as anything else, will turn on. Alright guys, remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. We are the biggest, strongest power of our community. We'll have a lot of that from now on. So today guys, with in-gaming news, we're gonna begin with IGN Daily Fix today. But before I get to any in-gaming news, well guys, Leon in the chat says, I am okay, great. I think Braun Breaker is gonna be joining Jimmy and Jay Uso. OTC Roman, War Games taking on Solo, the first tribal chief group. Well, Solo Sikoa, he's not exactly the tribal chief the fans want him to be. You know, even though he did not beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed title at SummerSlam, that really doesn't, really prevent anything in perspective, but, I still watch plenty of wrestling whenever I get the time, or want to take sides on it. Yeah, I did hear, I'm not going to mention a lot of it, but we do know guys, Tony Todd did pass away last week, coming out of Candyman. He was only like 70 years old. But may this brother rest in peace, guys. May God have mercy on his soul. I haven't seen Candyman, even though it's been out for 2 years. But I do wanna have a lot of pride, and with all due respect to the Todd family. Even though Candyman was around for a long time. You talk about watching Freddy versus Jason. Talk about watching a scary movie too, but nobody can replace Candyman. Nobody would. Or having Candyman from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's not exactly what it is, but you guys get the idea. But yeah guys, Tony Todd was only like 70 years old this year. I will not go more further. I'll have something that'll be tight squeezed. At least at this point, but Tony Todd, he was a good actor. an excellent actor in my mind. Alright guys, we're gonna begin with in-gaming news with our biggest, strongest power of our community today.
I never.
Guys, our popularity, entertainment, and energy. Oh, he played Mr. Wolf's brother in Star Trek? I mean, those are the thoughts exactly. So, I don't know what his age difference was during that time in the first place. But I want to say he had good roles, along with Candyman, and as you mentioned guys, Star Trek as well. Nobody can replace the man. Nobody can. Alright guys, Nintendo sues pirated games streamer. After boasting, he could do this all day. But that's not the case guys for Nintendo. So coming out of ASEAN fixed guys, with no problems or insurance.
Got a surprise for you.
So what Nintendo is, you know, what exactly Nintendo is doing? Actually, I'm not going to mention any of that. But I do know, guys, they are suing pirated gamers. I'm going to go, guys, a pirate streamer. Involving bousting, something about bousting in The Legend of Zelda, or any other Nintendo game, actually. And when Nintendo has a different case, maybe like a different investigation for that, at least, but I don't have a lot of involvement of what's going on with that. So, I don't think there's really much to pounce. Or really have something to elaborate. I do want to jump into the next one, guys. So guys, the world's biggest, strongest power of our popularity, energy, and entertainment, guys. Our big, strongest power of our popularity community. They do have, ASEAN does have an official Donkey Kong country full presentation. Aboard the Donkey Kong, guys, as ASEAN has shown Super Nintendo World Direct. I think Mario. I think the last article recently, people thought they pretty much read. I do know, guys, they did bring in Super Nintendo Mario. They brought Super Mario World to the Nintendo world back in the 1980s. If you guys were born in the 80s, you're talking about born in the 90s back then. But I do know Mario was the next one to go in to the Super Nintendo world, and by contrast, I mean that I do know, but apparently Donkey Kong does have its own Super Nintendo world this year. So that's something to think about too, at least. Not much to really acknowledge or cause anything else, guys, with the stress on it. And yeah. So guys, the Super Nintendo World Direct involving Donkey Kong Country. Miyamoto did have this presentation yesterday. And with our strongest power today, guys, that's bigger of our community right now. It does state the following. You guys can watch the Super Nintendo World today. Direct presentation. And Shigeru Miyamoto gives a tour, guys, of the Donkey Kong Country area. Coming out of Universal Studios in Japan. Now it does showcase, guys, a sneak peek at a new ride, some good food options, exclusive to Donkey Kong Country area. What it also does advertise, guys, is the new Donkey Kong merchandise and extra. So Donkey Kong Country World coming out of Nintendo, not exactly in Florida, but I think it'll be something in the future. But I don't think Nintendo would pay a lot of money for that to happen. If they want to do something to criticize, maybe to have any personalization for it, if they're looking to waste a lot of money to guarantee it. If having Nintendo World, guys, go to Florida and Orlando. So that'd be, I mean, people would only cost about, I mean, people would only pay millions and millions of dollars. Billions of dollars instead of millions, actually. So for Donkey Kong Country to have its own thing coming out of Japan, I'm gonna say it's good. Because here's the thing, guys, Donkey Kong has been around for a long time. Ever since a lot of us have played Donkey Kong when we were kids. back when we were teenagers, back when we were growing up. You play this one monkey character alongside Diddy Kong. But the soundtrack besides the fact with Donkey Kong Country, I know Bill has played Donkey Kong a long time ago, but I don't think she's played Donkey Kong. I mean, I don't think she's played that anymore. But I do know Donkey Kong having its own country coming out of Super Nintendo, and what they're advertising, I think it's excellent. Opposite guys with Mario, at least for sure. Alright guys, Leon says, 3 more days until the final boss's movie. Going to come out, Red One. Well, I don't think Red One's going to be that great. I mean, he's got the second Moana coming out this year, right in time for the holidays. So it's pretty much that. That's pretty much the case. So I feel like if I don't know if he's going to be doing Fast 11, The Return of Hobbs. I mean, it could be seen, but not exactly unheard of. So I feel like I don't know how good Red One's going to be with Dwayne The Rock Johnson having that role. But I do know he still wants to do an X Games vehicle movie in the future. So I don't know how much that's going to really roll, or pretty much tally at this point in time. But I do know the last movie that Dwayne Johnson was in, called Red One, was with Ryan Reynolds. I know he was on with Michael Keaton, pretty much with all due respect between both of them. I do know Red One, it's gonna be, like I said guys, Red One is coming out in a couple of days. Which I don't think it's gonna be that high of a good movie. I think it'll probably average. I don't think it'll win an Emmy, if it does. But Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he's got a lot of things that he wants to do. But nothing would really stop on anything or have pedal to the metal. But if I would give Red One a score, I would probably just give it a 6. I don't think that movie is going to be better than Gladiator 2 next week, and also guys Wicked with Ariana Grande in it. So Red One's not going to be shooting that high. I mean, some of that money will, but I don't think it's going to be surpassing Wicked, even though it's the part 1 going into part 2 by next year. So we want to see, like I said, I want to see how the review of Wicked's going to go. I don't think Red One's going to be that good, but if people want to picture something with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I think it'll probably improve, but not very much in particular. So we're going to wait and see what happens furthermore. So we'll see. Well guys, Yellowstone Soccer Backlash, it reminded me of how they undid Game of Thrones. So it jumped the shark guys so badly, it reminded me of how they undid Game of Thrones with the final season. Well, I'm still a huge, Game of Thrones guys, that's been around for only like 8 or 9 seasons, until House of the Dragon came around, ever since last year. So basically, Yellowstone is back by bringing back guys, Kevin Costner in this leading role. People thought Yellowstone was going to be done after this, but no, not exactly the plan. Pretty much, whatever's going to be going in to pretty much anything else to plan ahead for it. So, Kevin Costner is still doing what he's doing with Yellowstone. People call it, guys. So basically, the people, Kevin Costner is John Dutton. And also the fans look pissed, not exactly upsetting. So apparently the fans are not happy if Yellowstone is compared to Game of Thrones. I mean, why take something that's in between, but not exactly straight ahead? That's the only thing. So basically, we all know, guys, Kevin Stone did not make its return in the second part of Season 5 of Yellowstone. But ever since Yellowstone made its epic return as a series, in a better, decent time, only people coming out of Yellowstone can really do something about that in return. But you know, Kevin Costner's getting up in age. You know, I mean, I don't think it explains. I mean, they actually did explain a lot of why he was not in part 2 of the last season. I mean, it doesn't change the fact in between. So, I feel like the reason why he was not in is because he just wanted to have a deep breath, maybe want to do something else, and since Yellowstone was about to have an end. You know, I think it's probably just that, or it might have been something different otherwise. I mean, I've heard Yellowstone. I mean, Yellowstone is good as a franchise compared to 1912 of Harrison Ford in it. So, I don't know if Harrison Ford has much left to do with that series, but it all depends. Alright guys, Leon in the chat says, with our strongest power today, I think the Crown Jewel Championship was a big waste, because you don't get to keep it. Well, apparently the Crown Jewel title is going to be saying that Saudi Arabia, or was it Saudi for instance, because wrestlers cannot bring the title to, you know, WWE live events. It was Triple H will not allow it, and Pierce and Nick Aldis will not allow it either. Especially WWE management, so they will not allow the wrestlers to do that. You know, compared to Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan, so you know, wrestlers, that's why they're not supposed to really bring something to the system. So the wrestlers won't be able to, you know, bring the Crown Jewel Championship, kind of like the 24/7 title. Like I said, guys, that's pretty much the case. Not much important otherwise. That's why it's an only stay of one location, and I'm bringing to other live events. Trust me. That's pretty much what it takes. But you never know. So yeah, so you never know how much it can really start relating. I mean, the Crown Jewel title looks perfect. It does look good as a replica, like you said, Brother Leon. I do not see anything else being possible with that in mind. But you know, if people want to take a pic of that, that's fine. But I do not think they're going to be taking any title at home. But if they're looking to buy it on www.soft.com, that's just going to be a lot of money. That I can really say maybe involved currently. I mean, talking about buying the undisputed title that Cody Rhodes has, you're talking about spending almost $500, closer to 600 going into Black Friday. So, I will not spend a lot of that money. Can we have any tax return or any current return as we speak? So honestly, guys, it doesn't take much to really bring something together for it, or really have something to bring into the system. So, but yeah, that's about a lot of money, if I had to guess, in return. Other in-gaming news today, alright guys, Dragon's Dogma Devil May Cry director Hideki Itsuno, by the way, he does join Tencent Subsidiary, Subsidiary to make a AAA action games. I haven't read about that, guys, but I do know Lightspeed Japan Studio did exactly found the action games for AAA today. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this quickly. With our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy, our biggest, awesome, strongest power of our community right now. We have 600 mods now, so. And right on the 3-second mark, guys, I got a quickening for Pinello, just in time. There we go, guys. We got something to benefit this time. Much better and better, and to really trace it.
I got it.
My two love is not going to be in the chat this morning. Like I said, he's tired, so he has to go to work today, and so he'll be up bowling in our 6th week later on today. Doesn't take much or change the landscape. But see, it's not doing basketball tonight. If people are going to ask why Matsulove is not, participating in basketball,
Here goes.
it's because she doesn't want to get sick again. by doing double duty twice after last week, guys. So, besides, we just talked about it last night on what's going to be the plan. So, the plan is, guys, it's not to overdo it. Trust me. Well, guys, next up for our popularity today, guys, entertainment and energy. For in-gaming news, for our biggest popularity of our strongest power of our group, today and also right now and centuries and years to go, for example. So, guys, next up for our strongest power, Ubisoft was sued after shutting down The Crew. I never played a damn thing, guys, about The Crew as a racing game. So, apparently, guys, they're being sued after shutting down The Crew as a franchise. But apparently, guys, the game was made unplayable back in March of this year. Now, why would people start whining and complaining about a game? You're talking about coming out of California. That's the only thing, too. I mean, like I said, I haven't ever played The Crew, to be honest. But I've heard a couple alright things, maybe like average things about the franchise. But not much in particular I can discuss. Or really take notes on. But I do want to say, guys, the game itself, you know, they recently only made 1 or 2 sequels. And then probably made a few DLCs with that in mind. I do know The Crew was out in 2014, maybe like in 2020, during that calendar year. But, I mean, The Crew is different between Gran Turismo, other racing games like NASCAR, and, you know, other racing games. When people have their drivers, have their tires, you know, driving speed to speed, or watching a racing movie, compared to Speed Racer, and yes, guys, I mean, Need for Speed's been around for a long time. The Crew cannot compare to Need for Speed with a lot of racing and dominance when it comes to any racing track. So, no. I don't think there's much to really predict, at least. I do want to take this next article really quick, guys, before I get the top stories this morning of our biggest, strongest power of our community. We're always filled from now on, guys. 3 things: popularity, entertainment, and energy. Don't forget, guys, to meet. Now, the last article for today, for now, I'll wait until Thursday, same time, same channel. You guys can meet the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 pacifist, who's already hit prestige, guys, without killing anyone. Now, we've always seen a few people do that. You know, we've seen a lot of people, you know, camping and not kill anybody for kills, a lot of experience and whatnot. But apparently they're calling it Hold Your Fire. So basically, guys, a prestiger had no kills, had no deaths coming out of Black Ops 6. And I think it's inevitable for that to happen. But wow, guys, that's a big wow, for instance. No killing enemies, no protecting good guys, no killing the bad guys. Oh wow. Hold on, guys, I'm looking at a post through Twitter. I mean, coming out of Reddit, coming out of Black Ops 6. It does state the following: pacifism will always be a legitimate strategy. Prestige 1. Oh wow, guys. I think that's probably a big shock to a lot of people. Pretty much it's like if you're playing multi, I mean, if you're not having kills or deaths, you pretty much are at Prestige 1 already. But the biggest takeaway when it comes to not having a lot of that in common, or in common in return, it's like you're pretty much not killing people. You're not exactly collecting items, or doing anything else in particular for that order. But I want to see, guys, a YouTuber playing Call of Duty for that amount of time. Honestly, I think it's ridiculous. Coming out of Black Ops 6 in perspective. But I don't think any other player, guys, or even if you guys have done it, have played a Call of Duty game. By the way, guys, the last quickening for Balthia, element of treasury. There you go, my brother. But honestly, I don't think we've seen a lot of people do that, or wanting to do something with Call of Duty on multiplayer, or yes, guys, multiplayer, for instance, and not to have any remorse on what people are doing otherwise for that one. You know, not to have, like I said, no deaths, no kills, nothing related to it. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit boring not to have anything going. You know, if you're not killing, not using a lot of weapons or armor for that. But everybody's entitled to whatever Call of Duty games are willing to pursue, between any multi or single player campaign, at least. Alright guys, I'm gonna get to top stories right now with our biggest, strongest power. So I'm gonna go in and tighten the screws and get a couple of these quickly. So guys, the top stories today. How the series sets up the Batman 2, the ending explained, involving after one season so far today of the Penguin. Well, I did talk to my true love a little bit about that yesterday. She did not have any opinion to that one, since we were having a lot of time for our future and doing something according to plan. So according to what they're doing is Colin Farrell wants to do a second season, but apparently guess how many scenes that the Penguin has. Think about it, guys. He's got about 6 scenes that he's looking to do in the Batman 2 in the next couple of years from now. Yes, he does, guys. Yes, he does. Colin Farrell does. I want to say Colin Farrell does an amazing job as the Penguin, but nobody can replace guys. Danny DeVito or anybody else in return. You don't want to replace a man or a woman in that position, because how would people like it if people are still doing their jobs and doing what they're supposed to be handling otherwise? I mean, like I said, guys, that's another thing too. So, will we get a second season of the Penguin? We might, but you never know. Well, guys, what I'm doing right now, I'm doing something with Mount Barrow. But right now, guys, I'm doing something with a, hold on, do I want to do any hunts real quick? I haven't got to any of these yet. One of the guys is in Zahara. The other one is in, this one is Sedin. Kentos is in there. Hold on, let me double check. Okay, never mind. We do have a new enemy, guys, and that is Vajova. So if I want to do a quick hunt and try to look this up really fast, I don't think it'll be a cause of anything else to input it, at least. Yeah, Lord Lost is going to be leaving that party. So, like I said, if we're going to see the second season 2 of Penguin, like I said, I will say it again. I do know there's going to be the Batman 2 won't be out until the next 2 years from now. People are going to be waiting not to have anything else to ban it, trust me. We're going in return. But I do know he's only got 6 scenes, guys, as the Penguin, as far as I know. But I do want to say the movie itself is going to be awesome by the time we get to that point, at least. Also, guys, another top stories today. Harry Potter TV series is reportedly, guys, has one actor on the top of its wish list that this person wants to do a male Dumbledore role. Well, I did tell you guys a little while ago that Gary Oldman does want to get signed on to probably do something with Dumbledore. Olympus Dumbledore by then. But apparently there's another actor that wants to do something with that role. I don't know who it's going to be. Let me see. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this actor. His name is Mark Rylance. Mark Rylance. I don't know much about this dude. Or about this actor. But I do want to say, if he's all gonna maybe do Dumbledore besides before Gary Oldman decides to do it. I don't know how well this other actor is, but it is according to Variety. So now Mark Rylance, guys, if he wants to do Dumbledore, it'd be his first time ever. But I do not expect people to really reverse by trying to restart the Harry Potter movies. Talking about reversing it? No. That said, it's not going to make a lot of money, but the TV show will get a lot of views on it. I know they will, trust me. There is no buts about it, guys. I do want to say, not only Gary Oldman wants to take a part of it, take a piece of Dumbledore, but now Mark Rylance wants to take a shot as well. So, if I were to pick, I would still do Gary Oldman because he's got what it takes to really voice an acting role. Guys coming out of voicing Commissioner Gordon in the Batman, and a lot of other movies. That he's pretty much done for himself. Just really dig in and have something to prepare. So, but honestly, guys, really, Mark Rylance? Mark Rylance? I don't see why not, but my obvious pick, like I said earlier, I will say it again, is probably Gary Oldman. Even though he's like in his mid-60s, his ass can still do it. But it all depends if he wants to still act it or not. So that makes it two actors, guys. For the Harry Potter TV series of who wants to do... if one of them wants to do Dumbledore by then. Like I said, guys, I do not see the other actors coming back either. No. I don't see that. Trust me. But alright, guys. I am dropping a few followers right now, but cannot really criticize or bounce. Well, we'll see how things can drag, so. We don't know what the future is going to be holding for Harry Potter, but it's going to be exciting to see who's going to be doing Dumbledore, though. So, like I said, guys, my only obvious pick, I do not know much about, Mark Rylance. I think he's a good actor, in my opinion, but I don't know. But we'll see how things can work out after this year, in front of it. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for this morning. I do want to thank you guys for joining me today on this belated Tuesday morning. Even though it's cold here in the state of Ohio and whatnot, whatever city or state you guys are living in, here in the United States of our country. So, based on the schedule, guys, as I mentioned, we got a 6-week of bowling today. And then my two loves got basketball practice tonight. She's not going to be participating with shooting ever since she got her ass sick twice. Once or twice last week. Like I said, you don't want to overdo yourself. It's something you do not want to do, or have people please and beg by doing. She always stated the following, guys. If she does go to basketball practice, people are going to be asking. It's like, who wants to know? So yeah, Matulov wants to do whatever she wants to really bring in to the table. So we'll see how things can bring in. But I do know, guys. My scores from last week. I said a 152, 125. Two games to 277. So bowling the last 2 weeks was better and better. I'm hoping everything is better today. So we'll see how things can really toss, at least. What is tomorrow, guys? Wednesday? You guys know I go back to work on. I will be back to work on Thursday. But I will be back streaming on Thursday, same time, same channel. We're gonna get back into some more baseball, guys, on Thursday. For me and our White Sox. My win-loss record for me and our White Sox, guys, we're now 3-2. We're about to finish off the last game of a game series with the Braves. And then after that, we got the Kansas City Royals after this week. So I probably think it'll probably be Thanksgiving week after this week, to be honest. So we'll have that lined up, and then we'll have hockey. It's coming Saturday and Sunday mornings to follow it as well. So if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, for every Tuesday mornings, guys, for now in 40+, with our biggest, strongest power, with a lot of energy, laughs, entertainment, and popularity. You guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. That way, when we go live, guys, we take our time, we socialize, we talk with each other, we do what we want to do to really test our knowledge, and nothing's final, guys, if that's your final answer. That's all that matters in between. So if we want to do something that's great, there's something we want to do differently, but do something not having the opposite, we're doing something different for a change. That's excellent, and that's pretty much not that hard to really get to the process with. So like I say, guys, we'll see what happens, and making sure everything is preparing. Not to have a lot of insurance, but much more to really see what we can hold on to. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'll retire with a smile. Well, it does have Bruno Mars, guys, and Lady Gaga, to be honest. But yeah, guys, I will be back on Thursday in the morning. Same time, same channel, before I go back to work, and then go from there the following. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. When we go live, give each other a thumbs up, guys, support it. Increase my WAs on the channel, in the chat, with our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. And we'll do what must be done, and what we gotta do, normally. One more thing, guys. Another important thing. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. See awesome and creative with our 600 mods all in one place, on one channel, on one community. We're at 600 mods, guys. No longer 5 in the 500s or 400s anymore. So we do have an extra person for the 600s now. I don't know if I'll make 700 at the end of the year. I mean, that's gonna be tough, but like I said, we'll see what happens. We don't know what the future will be holding right now. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Anytime we manage, guys, to socialize, follow and share each other's live streams on YouTube, how we're grouping up, how we're basically doing. Otherwise, and doing something that we wanna, hang on to. Having new friends, new people. People wanna be mods and do something more fun, at least. People know what we're here for. That's all we can really jump in and also relate instantly. And much more official when we got a chance. But like I said, guys, all we gotta do is follow and share it, socialize it with our social media and our YouTube accounts on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. So remember, guys, like and share the stream, like and share the stream, like and share the stream, like and share the stream. Increase my WAs, guys, on the channel and the chat, please. If you guys do have an Amazon system, you guys can do that for me. Or you guys can watch my playlist with no problems at all. Trust me. But yeah, guys, remember, guys, give each other a thumbs up. Follow me, guys, share it, tweet it out, connect it for me, and add it to a playlist. I'm at 928. I'm at 923, guys, on WAs right now, which I don't think it's a laughing matter, but we would love it to get it back up. I know we do. Trust me, it'd be awesome. It'd be great, and if you guys can boost my stuff, that'd be great too. When we got the chance, and also get the time to really refresh it. But alright, guys, socialize, like and share the stream, meet and greet. And the only way to boost our stuff, guys, on our YouTube channels, all we need to do is we watch videos in full. Watch the videos in full, guys, on my channel, and I will watch you guys when I can, or as much as I can, to get it back up, and not exactly go back down, or above the hinges, or above the staircase. Well, whatever we really wanna, take charge. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream. Remember, guys, we watch that video in full. We watch all videos to increase our W8s, along with an admin system to boost sometimes. Like and share the stream, guys. Follow and share it. Take your time. And yes, guys, visualize an attack. With our social media, guys, to follow and share it in return. Remember, guys, we watch videos in full. Like and share the stream. Socialize it. Tweet it out and follow it. Add it to a playlist. Watch it in full entirely. With our social media and our podcast services, with our YouTube channels all around the globe, with our biggest, strongest power of our community, we always fill, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy all the time, as long as I'm here. We guys, our social media, follow and share it on Twitter, follow and share, guys, and socialize it with our social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, just to finalize. So, alright, guys, I will be back. I will see you guys back here on Thursday. Same time, same channel. I'm gonna get back to me and our White Sox this coming Thursday in the morning. So here's the thing, guys, real quick. Based on the schedule today, I go back to work on Thursday, off at 4 on Friday, off at 7 on Thursday. All right, I'm off Saturday. I don't know if I don't know if I want to have a stream for the first time on Saturday for the weekends for hockey, but I'll let you guys know after tomorrow. And then I go 12 to 5, that's Sunday as well, just to follow it. But alright, guys, I'll let you guys know, we'll keep everybody infoed of our biggest, strongest power, and we'll leave it at that, and resume by Thursday. But alright, guys, you guys have a good rest of your morning. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. We got a 6-week of bowling later on today, and then my true love has basketball practice tonight. Which, like I said, I do not think this is going to be again sick twice. But it's like, if you do double duty, you're not feeling good. Trust me. But alright, guys, I will be back Thursday in the morning for me and our White Sox. The thing I'll be doing, the finale of a game series with the Braves, and then we'll have the Royals after this week. Give you guys info, and stay normal, guys. And stay perfect. And the balance, and don't exactly go crazy. So guys, have a good rest of your belated Tuesday morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Until then, I will see you guys Thursday in the morning for baseball, for me and our White Sox. Until then, I will see you guys